everyone. Last night I was watching this recent video that Patricia Bright posted, and she mentioned the no makeup challenge. I didn't even know that it was a challenge like that going along. So you do your makeup and your makeup looks as though you're not wearing any. And I was like, I could definitely do a video like that because that's how my makeup looks every day. This video is going to be sponsored by Gleamin, and Gleamin is a vitamin C clay mask that is made with aloe vera and turmeric, and masks are something that I wear occasionally. Like sometimes you just want to lift in your spirit or your face, and when your hair is dead, your face is popping, your nails are dead, and so forth, you just feel so much better, especially if you're having like a really crappy day. So this is it. I love it so much, and it comes in this really neat box. And this is the product. This is the brush. The brush is actually wet now because I use a brush wet, and this is it, and it says it's time to glow. Now another thing trending on the internet is, well, on YouTube especially, is vitamin C serums. They're hella expensive. So because turmeric has vitamin C, and vitamin C clears dark spots or fades hyperpigmentation and so forth, this is more ideal for me to use, and it's more affordable because I not only have like the whole moisturization thing with the aloe vera, but I have the turmeric in there that clears dark spots. And as you can see, my face is looking pretty awesome in comparison to how it looked when I had my breakout episode. And you don't want to forget clay. Clay has like a bunch of minerals in there with a whole lot of medicinal and healing properties. So this mask is actually something that I definitely love. And look, this is like, if you can see, I'm gonna put it at an angle there. The bottle is almost empty because I've been using it. I don't do reviews on products unless I use them like for a few weeks or for a few months, so I could give like an honest review on the product. And honestly, I love this product. So right now I'm gonna apply it to my face. I already cleansed. I made already. So when I cleansed, I just use this Acure cleansing cream, just this only. It's the morning time now. I mostly use this at night, but sometimes it depends on how I feel or what type of vibe I'm going with. I would probably use it in the day, so I'm using it in the daytime now. And I don't wet my face before I put it on because I find where it works better when I apply it to my face when it's dry. So all I do is wet the brush. The brush is amazing. It has the name Gleamin written on it, and it's like super duper kaduper soft. The bristles are also very stiff, but at the same time very soft. Oh my gosh, it feels so good going on every time. Alright, so that's it. I put it on my neck because I have beauty blemishes from tweezing my neck when I was younger. So I put it on my neck so I could help with fading those spots on my neck. And basically you leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes. And while I wait, I usually do stuff like right now I'm having some tea. This is the Caribbean Dreams herbal tea. I recently discovered this tea, and it's sorrel with ginger, and it's very, very delicious. It's dry now, and usually when it's dry it starts cracking, and what I love about it, it doesn't really flake that much. I don't use a rag or anything. I like washing it off with my hands and some warm water. Yeah, it washes off pretty easily and it doesn't leave any residue. Although turmeric is in the clay, it doesn't stain. I don't even think I towel dried my face because I was running all around the house, and by the time I sat here, I don't remember. My memory is that bad. Anyway, so I'm gonna use like 3 to 4 drops of, this is olive oil. to moisturize. So today's primer is a cut tube of NYX Shine Killer. Next, I'm going right in with my Black Opal Invisible Blocking Powder. I love this powder, not only because it works, but because it lasts hella long. From before the time I left Jamaica, I had one, and this is my second jar. So one jar every 2 years, depending on how much you wear makeup. For foundation, I have been loving this Dream Liquid Mousse airbrush finish by Maybelline, and this is the color Cocoa. This really gives me an airbrush effect. I just use 2 pumps. Now people, please, for your makeup to look makeup-less, you have to put it in your ear, on your neck. You have to work it in really nice. Like, oh, by the way, for my lips, I'm wearing Blistex. This is the Blistex that I use, the one in the jar. See, when the makeup oxidizes, you'd see here get really dark, and it looks as though my eyes are sinking into my head. So I put a lighter concealer there just to ensure that that doesn't really happen. And this is Beautiful Bronze by LA Girl. And I'll put some here, and I'll put some here. And I'll blend it in with this Real Techniques sponge. I am using the Lick Crayon Kohl by Lancome, and this one is Black Coffee. It's a really dark, deep brown. It's really creamy and it's very deep. I have to put this on very, very light. So usually in a no makeup look, your brows are not as neat. So I put a little bit of concealer on both sides, and then I do like a kind of on fleek eyebrow thing. I start out that way. But I'm gonna blend it in to make it look as though, of course, I'm not doing anything to my brows. So now I'm going to go ahead, and what's ever at the bottom here, I'm going to blend it into my brow bone. And then the one that I put at the top here, I'm going to blend that in. Yeah, so it's not so neat anymore. It looks more natural, like I'm not wearing any makeup. A while back I was in Manhattan, and this girl, I went to this restaurant, and this girl walked up to me. She's like, oh my gosh, your makeup looks so nice. How did you get that dewy look? What are you wearing? And I'm like to myself, dewy? Girl, this is not dewy, this is sweat. And exhaustion and just being mad tired. And I'm like, okay, let me play along. So I'm like, thank you. I took it as a compliment and everything. And I told her what I was wearing. North Americans are into this dewy look, like the matte look is not the in thing. It's like you must look dewy, like you have a bit of sweat here, and I don't know, it's just a thing. This is the LA Girls Day Tonight eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna use this color here. 2 blacks, there's a shimmery one and there's a less shimmery one. So the less shimmery one, I take the edge of this, what is this, an angle brush, angle powder brush, I don't know, and then I put it into my hairline. I don't come all the way down here. I put it into my hairline and I just pat it in, and then I come across here to curve. Try not to go too much up there, because remember, you don't want up there looking too dark. When you're going for a natural makeup look, do not use black eyeliner unless you're extremely dark in complexion. And you're going to line here, but you're going to blend it out because you don't want anyone to know you're wearing makeup, right? I want like a smudge effect, and I'm going to use the brown on the same Day to Night LA Girls. No, this is not LA Girls. This is LA Colors eyeshadow palette. And you come here and you do that. Because I naturally have pink lips, I could work with one of these colors. Maybe I'll use this matte looking one or this one. Yeah, I could use this one here. So before I go in, I'm gonna line my lips. This is the NYX Cream Highlight Contour Palette. It's in deep. I usually use this highlight. Now the pigments in this highlight is not very fine, so you have to be very careful how you're using this palette for highlighting, because the pigments are kind of big in my opinion. So I'll put some here. I just cut it in half and I wear like half and half lashes. Today's glue is Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. For my mascara, I'm using the Rimmel Lash Accelerator in black. I'm just putting it on my eyelashes so that my eyelashes can come up to the same definition in color. Now I'm using this Lasting Fix finishing spray, not because I want my foundation to last, but because it gives me this spray gives me like that dewy look. And here we have our final look. Don't forget to purchase your jar of Gleamin. It really does help with hyperpigmentation and with spots on your face. It really clears up your skin really nicely. I'll leave everything for Gleamin in the description box down below. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.